Hello, my fellow pupils. I'm your mentor, Grant Will Choice. I have a question for you today. When society tells you, she who endures hardship becomes superior, do you feel inspired, or do you feel baited? If you are the latter, congratulations. You've at least poked your head out of the ground. But if you're the former teeth grinder, let me let you in on a little secret. The winners are rarely the ones who endure suffering the longest, but the ones who understand the rules the earliest. Suffering does not create value. It creates problems. Enduring suffering does not make you noble, solving problems do. If suffering alone could elevate status, mules would be richer than Musk. But reality is the opposite. Society praises suffering precisely as a design to justify underpaying you. Because if society has her interests undermined for long enough, she will demand social change. But if society makes suffering itself a prize, which is the most readily available human experience, then she is misled into feeling as if her low salary has been made up by a high virtue. She begins to believe that not only is she not trapped at the bottom with little choice, but that she has an endless fountain of virtue called suffering that she can dip her toes into at any time. She talks herself into thinking she's been remunerated fairly, all things considered, and that she has freedom. She no longer resists, no longer questions, no longer desires. She deludes herself that she's living the good life, until crisis hits her, breaks her, and awakes her. In fact, a woman I know like this started volunteering at hospitals every evening. And at the end of decades of sweat, blood, pee, and poo, she was shocked to learn that when she caught a severe ailment from her charitable acts, no beds were reserved for her. She laid at home, leaking and oozing, whilst her overpaid superiors booked a premium ward for the common cold. She started to realize that suffering stinks, that suffering sucks, that suffering does not come with a halo, but a coffin. If you are a woman who has had similar experiences, or could resonate with one, you know how it feels to have your moral world collapse. Because as long as the woman in the story can endure more suffering, just as you perhaps once did, she can be used further. The phrase, endure hardship, is not advice for success. It is moral hypnosis designed for control. It trains you to tolerate injustice, normalize exploitation, and internalize blame. Or worse yet, to become the foolish proponent of its glorification. Romantic suffering is cruel precisely because those whose sense of value in life crutches on the dignity of suffering are the very people who can't bear to lose it. Even if losing virtuous suffering would set them up for eventual freedom. You'll see construction workers talk about how hard and dirty their work is, but rarely get together to discuss unions. So from this point on, whenever you're in pain, don't ponder how can I endure the pain or soothe the pain. Instead ask, in what way is the system exploiting me right now, and what shall I do now to be on the path of freeing myself? True advancement rarely comes from shouldering. It comes from cognition. From understanding how power flows, how value is distributed, and how narratives are manufactured. Those at the top do not need to suffer more than you, they simply need to see further than you. They see how effort is priced and how obedience is sold, and they choose their bids accordingly. Because the harsh truth is this, society does not reward durability. It rewards transactability. If your suffering does not increase your financial standing, you're burning out. Enduring pain without increasing agency is not honor, it's submission, therefore, disgrace. So beware of the two types of people who tell you to endure more hardship. 1. Those who have benefited from enduring hardship but won't be paying for yours. 2. Those who stand to benefit from you enduring hardship and get paid because of it. You will not find the third type, the ideal advisor who makes recommendations because you're the one getting paid. Or rather, you'll find her after paying her a deserved consultation fee for telling you the truth, and for making it her interest such that you can earn more, so that she can earn more. So from now on, in times of downturn, always ask yourself this one question: who benefits from my suffering? Once you start asking this question, you can never unsee the answers. Then ask yourself, from whom can I get system-level information, where this information provider also benefits from my rise? Once you do that, suffering stops being sacred and starts becoming strategic. You stop mindlessly feeding yourself to systems that profit from your exhaustion. You start strategically spending your time, energy, and money with communities and teachers who put you on paths where efforts are arrowed and results compound. In the link in the description below, there is a community of clear-headed women who see strategies over inputs. It will not remain free forever. So go click the link before the system finds a way to suck you back in. See you in the server. Class dismissed.